Yes, it's that time of the week. But it's the final time for this season.
Just quickly turning the sound off there.
Yep, no worries.
It's alright, I did my usual, I took my iPad on.
Ah.
So I can keep it with comments and that as they come in.
Yes.
And yes, thank you, phone. I was well aware that we'd launched the YouTube. Thank you very much.
Ah.
And we did just get ready for as well, so we are going live.
Perfectly on time.
Yeah, about 30 seconds to go, so we've done very well there.
And the stream is now up in Discord, and it is
what that message was.
It is the final race for season 2.
Final season.
It is the final season. Final race of season 2.
Like I said, I hope it's not the final season, because plans are underway already for season 3. So
indeed they are.
To leave us, mate.
No, I'm not leaving anytime soon. Not at all.
That was quite an interesting bit of information I just saw there. You know, you get the little pop-ups above where it says Brazil.
Yes.
It says on this track in automatic you get somewhere between 40 and 70 gear shifts every lap.
Yeah. It's mad.
Interesting little bit of information, isn't it? You don't realise how many times you shift through each turn and, you know, slowing down, picking up speed, the amount of gear shifts you do. You don't realise it's going to equate to somewhere between 40 and 70.
No, and we have got our first comment of the day.
Probably just someone telling me to shut up. So, I can't understand Kieran some days.
Why?
Well, have you actually checked the comments yet?
No.
No. Well, don't, because he specifically asked me not to mention something, and he's gone and thrown it in as the first flaming comment.
Oh, God.
But Teabag has said it's all dry as well.
Thank you, Teabag.
So all that wet weather that Kieran was doing just before the race start was completely useless.
Right, let me turn that down.
And I will have to apologise if I suddenly say anything about the football. Kieran's laughing at me now.
And we have our first outing of the day of, I believe it is Mayspin.
Kieran
it is.
Says to Teabag, watch out, it's about to rain.
What is Mayspin doing? He is letting Sedlock past?
No, he's not.
No?
Sedlock's not having any of it.
Oh, Kieran, come on, up the pitch you get.
So, do you think we're going to have anyone with no helmet tonight? We've had it a few times this season.
I was in a practice session earlier with Charlie, Clay and Josh. I was the one who had no helmet.
It's fun when you've got no helmet. I tell you, it's weight saving, that's all it is. Don't wear a helmet, you save a bit of weight. That's got to be worth, what, a couple of pounds in weight at least?
Oh yeah, 100%. As I gotta shut my door because my little sister decided to keep it open. And Cameron Poulter is disqualified already.
That's a great start.
So we'll watch Sedlock as he crosses the line, and I'll quickly pop over to Mayspin to see how he does in Sector 1.
So I'll give you a Sector 1 time when it's
Alright.
And he's set a 16.865 for his first sector.
I didn't catch Mayspin as I was looking at the
127, it's up on the stream.
Righty-ho. Thank you, Colin. Well done there, Harry. Letting Mayspin through.
He should be out of the way as well here. Yeah, he's well out of the way for Sedlock as well.
But yeah, as I was saying to you, Colin, Brazil, no TC, pretty fun. And it is a 51.8 in the second sector for Mayspin.
7.85 for Sedlock.
So we will go to the line.
So we've had a couple more comments. There was one retracted from SSR F1 League, which I don't know who that was.
That is an 18.5 for Macebin with an 18.4 off Sedaluk. So let's have a look at the season finale helmet off of Kieran. Ooh, that is nice looking. That is
Robin Van der West. I can never remember who that is.
That is Avi. Good evening, Avi.
Yeah, that was good evening. And T-Bag says we have different weather reports.
Well, I'm sticking with Weatherman T-Bag.
Good old Weatherman T-Bag. So
yeah,
Matthias is looking at 108.3, which is about half a tenth, in fact just over half a tenth faster than Sedaluk currently. So we're already
we've got Matey Boy in third.
Very low 108. So
with
I think there's a little bit more.
Jack Slater.
Jack Slater 108.1. So I think we will break into the 107s here.
Oh yeah, yeah. As Kieran's just about to come across the line. And there is your 108.3. I thought that was going to be a 107. 107.
Currently not moving.
Oh, Harry's out. There's your first 107. Good evening to you too, Harry.
So just before half time, that's a hat trick for King. It's 5-0.
As Colin gets distracted with the football.
Yeah, I did say I do apologise. I would get distracted by the football, but we are approaching half time, so you will get me shut up. For
and it is a 16-8 in the first sector off of Dan. And Chloe, if you are watching, don't worry, I've got no munch. And I'm quite sad about it.
That was actually a very good goal that he scored as well. So
here is our champion of Championship 2.
So currently the only one in the 109s is GJ Bother, so he must have had a fairly slow lap.
Yeah, as Kieran. 007.
Yep, 108 007.
Good evening to you too, Mr. Bond.
As of course Harry's already into 107s, which I can.
So is Dan.
So is Dan now. Because I was too distracted by the football.
Let's see how Clay does.
I'm waiting for your usual friend to pop up with their comments too.
Ah, Jen.
That's the one.
That is one of Avi's friends.
It's not here yet, but I'm sure it will be before the end of the night.
Yeah. And it's a 51-4 in the second sector for Clay.
Right, so that's Bother come in. Teabag's on an out lap. Highlander's on a lap. 17-2 sector 1. And he has.
And it is a 108-1. Who said about gearbox?
I was just saying there was a Mercedes up the gearbox of the Highlander who's on his lap. Who's just come to the end of sector 2.
That would be Dan.
59. Actually, it's almost a 53 flat. It was so close.
Yep, I'm on. Oh, what has gone on with there?
He lost the tail through that slight kink in the straight.
And Dan's lost 8 seconds behind the Highlander. Let's have a look how good old also Bosso's doing. 17 flat.
Highlander, because he was on a fairly decent lap.
17 flat in the first sector for Osso Bosso.
I think what he did was he gave it a little bit too much input for the kink in the straight.
Yeah.
And his back just stepped out and it was sayonara. Teabag dropped in behind him.
And it is a 52-1 second sector for Osso Bosso.
I'm just jumping on board with Abby, who it says is on a lap. He is.
Yeah.
I'm just going for a second there.
So it's a 108.9.
834 and a purple first sector from Abby.
Yeah, as I just caught that on stream.
The only thing I found with Brazil, sorry, I got mixed up with last week's race. The only thing I found with Brazil is it's very difficult to get 2 laps worth of ERS out of it.
Yes.
I find it's easier to do your out lap, a banker lap, and then go for a flying lap with the least amount of fuel you can have on board, which is probably how I'm going to play it Sunday.
And it is a 108.1 from Avi.
7,000th behind Clay.
Yeah. Not a bad lap there.
I think Dan's improved slightly as well.
I'm not too sure.
He's on 107.8 now. He's just under a tenth slower than Harry.
Kieran's just popped into comments. Enjoy comms tonight, guys. Thank you for your assistance. No problem. And Kieran did 2 laps with 3.6 laps worth of fuel.
Yeah, you can get the 2 laps out of it.
As Dan comes into the pits.
You get very, very low on ERS. It can be a bit of a not happy thing that the car wants to do. I just want to know what he intended to say. He says, enjoy comms tonight, guys. Thank you for your assistance this
season.
I was supposed to say this season. I thought maybe that was what he meant.
It's no problem, Kieran.
I just like mocking Kieran. It's fun.
That's not a seat for you next season.
As Raphael's actually left the session. That's not handy for Raphael.
I'm on board with the Highlander who's just put in a 17 flat. Oh no, not teabag. Isn't that the place where the Highlander almost lost it?
I'm not actually sure where he lost it.
Just coming out the last corner.
Yep, that yellow, if that yellow is, yep, I can see his car now. Somebody's having to drive around it. Yep, that's exactly where Highlander binned it, but Highlander was lucky and only lost some wing. Teabag's completely dead in the water.
So that is our first crash out of the evening. Okay. Mechanical has left the server.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. What I would say back to that involves a lot of F's and I can't really say it on stream. And somebody's asking how do they join? Shaylin Noble. Shaylin? Something like that.
It's a 109.4 for the Highlander. Can someone...
Is that actually one of our drivers already? That I don't
I'm not sure.
The name of on the YouTube, or is that actually?
I'm not too sure.
To join the league. I'm not entirely sure with that. We may need a little further information from that person. So give me a second. I will fire out an invite to Raphael. Hopefully he should come up on my recently played together list. There he is, right at the top of the list, even better.
I'm on board with J-Doy.
I'm actually on board with Joseph, I didn't even realise.
Aha!
I'm going to jump on board with Scott.
Thank you, Kieran.
Yeah, that
I was just about to DM you.
That was, yeah.
As J-Doy comes round.
I didn't know if that was somebody wanting to join the league or whether that was actually somebody just wanting to join the session because they were one of our drivers. I wasn't 100% sure. Scott's actually just gone purple middle sector. I think that was a 51.4, I think I saw it flash up.
I'm not sure. But as you said that, I clicked on with him.
Yeah, and
that is a 108.1.
108.1.
A lot of people in the 108.1s.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in the 108.1s. We've got 5 of them currently. We've got Clay on a 108, 130, Avi on a 137, Scott on a 165, Jack Slater on a 179. So we've got a fair few of them in there.
Yeah.
I lied
as Dan's preparing.
For some reason I looked at Sedalook, who was actually on a 205.
As Dan's setting himself up for a new lap. So we go into the first corner. Let's just have a lap of Brazil off of Dan.
So, what do you reckon the cut-off's going to be here then? Because, I mean, if you look at those times, I mean, obviously the people in the 107s are safe, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I'd say the low 108s are safe.
I'm going to go the cut-off.
108.5 or 108.6 as the cut-off, because look, we've got, at 108.656, we've got J-Doy, and he's 15th, he is right on the edge of not being safe.
I'm going to say around about the 108, mid 108s. Depends.
Around about a 108.4 because Joseph is on a 385, which is very close to a 108.4.
Yeah.
And then he's in 10th. Matey Boy, Snipsy, Mayspin are all 108.5s. And then you've got a couple in the 108.6s. So with the people below that could still make up some time there, I think we're looking at maybe 5. But likely I would think cut-off's around a 108.4 here.
Okay, Sedlux on a lap and did a 16.8 in the first sector. I haven't seen too many invalidations in Q1.
So T-Bag says, bounced it over that inside curb and lost it. Gonna finish my dinner and chill and have a smoke. I had to fill in a few extra words there because he missed out words, but that was basically what I meant.
Oh, Sedluck's gone purple in the middle sector.
Right, let's
Sorry. When my sister came upstairs, she got me popcorn.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's your moment.
A 108.1 for Sedluck, puts himself 4th.
So, Mayspin has improved in sector 1 by 0.142. So that's not going to move him very far, but it might
We've had a comment of Kieran. Teabag the wall.
Yes, he did. You can tell
I like that.
with his time now because he's stayed in the pits and now he's just amusing himself by sending comments.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time we've seen anyone actually want to join the league from one of our streams, so that's quite interesting.
It is, isn't it?
I don't think, I mean, I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen it happen that way before, but I personally haven't.
No, usually we do recruitment through Facebook and just F1.
Yeah. It's nice to see people are actually picking up our stream that aren't actually in the league and are interested in joining us as well.
As Joseph's coming on the last corner.
And he's feeling confident with it. That's why he's not going out again and he's in the
saying that, I have tried Kieran's setup and it is pretty dialed.
Again as well.
As bothers.
I know he's made some adjustments to it tonight because I stole his setup and then used my own tyre pressures and we had a little bit of conversation about tyre pressures earlier. And I think he actually stole the tyre pressures off of me. But he'd made some tweaks to the actual setup itself and found a little bit more time on it.
So yeah, like I said, around about that mid 108 is going to be the cut-off point.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean,
as bother
Raphael still hasn't
puts in a one of
T-Bag's out. We're only going to lose 3 people. And Harry's just gone on 107.6 as well. He needn't have, but he has. Just because he can.
Yeah. Just because he wants to use that extra soft tyre.
So I'm just going to sit on with Osso Bosso. See, I wouldn't have used the extra soft tyre. I'd have saved that for maybe 42 or
Scott's
3.
into the 107s and splits Harry and Dan.
So we've got Mayspin and Avigon, but I think they both just retired in the pits and believe themselves safe, so that's fair.
Let's have a look how Osso Bosso's doing.
Well, he's just coming to the end of his lap now.
Nice.
It is a slow lap, so he's going to have to go again.
Yeah.
If he wants anything for getting out. Yeah, 5 seconds slower.
So we'll
he has
follow
on this lap now.
We'll follow Osso Bosso round. And Colin, you go around the track, see what's going on.
Okay. Well, at the minute we are losing Raphael because he's not close to his time. We're losing T-Bags who hadn't close to time and hit the wall. Cameron Volter has been disqualified for blocking the pit lane early on.
Yeah. And then it's Osso Bosso.
I think Matey Boy is on a lap and he is 4.059 as he crosses the line and improved by 0.137. So he hasn't actually moved position, I don't think, or he may have just prepped up one. But he's in the 3, so I think he's safe anyway. Schnitz is right on the
also Bosso's just under a tenth slower, and he needs to gain 2 tenths.
Yeah, he's got to gain a serious amount of time here. So I think that is also done. No, not enough. It was close, but not enough. We did say the cut-off would be around the 108.4 to 108.5 ballpark.
Yeah, as Joseph's going into the pits.
Through, and also is out with around about half a tenth between them. So we'll to lose then Otto Botto, the Highlander, Teabag, Raphael 1 and Cameron Volter.
Kieran said he's not a slouch on the mediums either, so let's see if you can put that comment to truth.
What you mean is put your car around the track instead of just saying it.
Yeah.
Your money where your mouth is, that's what I was thinking of.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, put your money where your mouth is, yeah. To be fair, that was another thing we had to talk about. He actually helped me with the mediums. Because I was having some difficulty with the mediums. I was getting a bit of tail wobble, and I wasn't very happy on the mediums, but we found a way to adjust the setup just slightly to counter that. And it's something I can do on track as well without having to pit for it, so.
Yeah.
Just making some diff changes is enough to counter the problem.
Sedaluk used 3 sets of soft tyres.
That is not going to be good. That is a lot of sets of tyres.
It is, that is all the soft sets.
Yeah, but then so did whoever was about 10th or 12th here as well. I didn't see it before it flicked off my screen. So there are actually 2 people who use 3 sets of soft. On the plus side, it means that you'll have a set of soft scrubbed in ready for
the race.
For Q3. And possibly for the race, but you wouldn't really want some scrubbed ones to qualify for the race.
No.
If you want to be qualifying on mediums, if you scrubbed all your 3 sets of softs.
I believe J-Doy's ready to come out. He is. And he will be the first round for Q2.
That's not J-Doy.
And who is it? That is Mayspin. Sorry.
I was actually on board with J-Doy and I'm thinking, I'm sure that's supposed to be a triangle on my screen. And then I realised triangle was still in the garage. It was actually, it was Mayspin that had already gone out.
Well, so I knew it was one of the Hasses.
Tyres here. We have some people on mediums and some on soft.
Ooh.
But the question is, are those on mediums going to be able to match those on soft, which would give them the option to go deeper into the race before pitting for a new set of boots?
Well, Kieran sure thinks he can.
Yep, Kieran's got a lot to say, but we're going to see whether he can actually put his money where his mouth is on that one.
Yeah.
And apparently he's really enjoying this, guys. It's probably because we're mocking him so much about
it. Oh, probably. Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm surprised Teabag's being really quiet. I know he said he was going for something to eat in his smoke, but I thought he'd have at least come back to mock us. He usually does.
As Mayspin gets on with his lap.
The big question is this going to be our last race as comms together, or will we still be together for season 2?
Season 2? Season 3?
3. Sorry, it's because we're on season 2. I got confused like you did, saying it was a final season. I knew what I meant.
Yeah.
Are we still going to be together, or are they going to split us up?
Oh, to be honest, I'm not sure what's even going on.
I'm going to say, I don't know what's going to happen there, because obviously it would depend on, you know, whether, say, I know you're faster than I am, so if you was to get into Tier 2, then it would then split us up, because you wouldn't be able to both drive and comm at the same time.
No.
So,
Not gonna lie to you.
It's interesting. Oh, that was a bit of a wobble from me.
Yeah. Not gonna lie to you. I hope I do stick with Tier 3 for the 3rd season. And it's a 109 flat for Macebin for his first lap.
Pretty solid time for mediums, but I think that there's more speed in those mediums than he set. I think that Jack Slater, but he's on softs, he's on a 108.1. A J Doyle 108.7 on soft again. There you go, Sedlock at 108.7 on mediums. That's what I was saying, there is more time on those mediums.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Harry's just gonna come across the line now, so we'll see what he can put out, and it's a 108.5. Jack Slater,
yeah,
108,
exactly what I mean.
108.1.
There's a lot of time that some of these guys, I wouldn't be able to do, but some of these guys can actually find on those mediums.
Clay 2,000ths of a second quicker than Jack Slater.
All that matters in this one is what tyres you're going to be on for your race and staying inside the top 10. All that matters.
The metallic on Kieran's helmet does look sexy.
It does look good. I already knew that helmet was going to happen like earlier tonight.
Yeah.
Testing in that helmet a little earlier today.
Ooh.
Joseph popped in a 108.277. I say that as I was actually on board with him, but I jumped back to see where Kieran was. He's just coming to the end of now.
So we'll see if he can put his money where his mouth is. And he crosses the line with a 108.5. He wasn't lying.
Identical to Harry, which is good. He was not kidding about the time, was he?
Shaylin, like this is Championship 2.
Yes, we've got 3 tiers. So there is Tier 1 or Championship 1. They are racing on another stream at the same time as we are tonight with Championship 2. And then we have Championship 3 on a Sunday, which starts a little bit earlier than this one, an hour before.
As Dan sets a 50.8 in the second sector. And he is on soft tyres.
Well, I'm still on board with Kieran at the minute. I'm fairly sure he's on another lap, but I did miss his sector 1 time because I was answering that the question about.
Yeah, and it's a 107.4.
He's about half a second. So.
Oh.
I think he may hit now. I'm just waiting to see what he does.
I'm on board with Scott.
Yeah, died straight in the pits. I thought he would.
Yeah, Kieran's happy.
Right, so I'm going to just jump on board with Matey Boy. He is on his out lap, and obviously hasn't set a time yet, but he's just starting his lap now.
Hang on. T-Bag's using a Monza setup.
Yeah, so I'm in trouble this race. Didn't save my race setup on TT. I think it's a Monza setup. Maybe you should have put some practice into your bag.
And Scott comes into the pits. Ah, he set a 108.7. Never mind.
Second fastest on the mediums behind Harry. I'll talk it. I think he means take it. That was a massive wobble there from Matey Boy in the Red Bull. There you go, look that there, look. So you just caught on stream as well.
Sorry, I'm replying to something on Discord.
Yeah, it's okay. I do believe something's just come through on my phone. It has. Of course it has.
As matey boys not going for another lap.
A joke picture, which has got one of those MacBooks holding up a window from closing. It says MacBook now supports Windows. Very good. Joke. Honestly, my friends these days. So Matthias is actually in the pits and hasn't actually set time yet.
He's got a Q2 ban, hasn't he?
Oh, of course, yes. I'm glad you remembered about that. I'd actually forgotten about that.
Oh,
so,
Colin.
That everybody else actually sets a time then, Matthias will be starting P15, so we will only lose 4 of the drivers. The thing is, I was the one who actually mentioned this, and I also messaged Dan with the current list of penalties for the final race of the season, and then completely forgot about it.
Sorry to cut across you, but Avi's gone purple in the first sector on mediums.
Ooh, that's going to be really interesting because Dan is actually top of the time award on softs at the minute on a 107.430. I almost couldn't read his time then because of the angle of the camera. It was up against the sky, and that purple against that blue sky is really, really hard to read.
Oh, it can be.
So I am actually on board with GJ Bother at the moment, who is just at the end of sector 2. And
oh, Abby's lost it.
Yep, Abby's on the grass. I saw that as Bother came through, Abby was on the grass. And then I've just watched him lose it on the stream as well, which is just fun. And that is a 108.4. That's a fairly decent time. I mean, it's on softs.
As Bother goes 6th.
Seem to want to start on mediums, but
we've got soft runners coming off the mediums.
Yeah, it's probably because they don't feel like they're safe on the times they set on mediums.
No, there are some.
And Harry are sitting in the pits on softs at the minute. They haven't actually come out yet.
No.
Oh, sorry, Harry has actually come out. He's just exited the pits. I was going to say it may be just looking at it and going, do we think we're safe? Because, I mean, there's only 28 thousandths of a second between those two. So if one's not safe, the other one's probably not. To be honest, I would have thought they were both safe on the medium times, though. I mean, the 7th and 8th, but I mean, Matthias ain't going to be setting a time. I don't think Matey Boy can match them. He's out on medium. I'll be
as Jack Slater's gone purple second sector.
So, on now they're 8th and 9th. See, maybe Harry's actually pulled out a good call there by going back out.
And Jack Slater's gone 3rd. Sorry to cut across you.
No, it's no problem. I'm just trying to. I'm umming and ahhing to myself as to whether Harry or Kieran's made the best call here, because there's almost nothing between them for time on the lap board, and they were out on medium tyres. Now Harry's just jumped out on a set of softs, and Kieran is still sitting in the pit, and they are 8th and 9th.
Yeah, it's Jado's.
That is Kieran to actually get back out.
That is Scott spinning on the last corner.
Ooh, but that is an out lap, so it's not terrible. It's not going to improve his first lap. If I was him, I would do another lap with
and then get ready,
and then just sort of set a banker lap.
As he is away again.
And get the ERS back on.
Nope, his ERS is on. He is going for a lap.
I don't think that's a good idea, because he lost so much momentum of coming out of that last turn so slowly and having span. He lost the
temperature in his tyres as well.
Yeah, temperature in his tyres, acceleration, stuff like that. Unless he thinks he's got enough ERS for a double lap, then I wouldn't be doing that.
Harry's invalidated.
Kieran just said that was an epic camera shot of the DRS Open.
It was.
Kieran did say he does mean take it, not talk it. And Teabag says, busy real life issues come first, I'm afraid. Well, yeah, we understand that. But it's just fun to mock Teabag.
As Harry's set purple first sector, so is he going to match Dan in Q2?
He's on the soft tyres. He was faster in Q1. I'd be surprised if he didn't match.
Oh, the tail slightly stepping out. I don't know if you've seen that.
I did. I just caught it on stream actually, just as he was into the braking zone for turn 8, I think that was.
Yeah.
So I'm actually on board with
Harry's a second up in the second sector. That would put him at a 107.5. So if he
107.5, which is very, very close to Dan's time. He's still got to find a touch more time yet, but he can definitely find that in sector 3.
Never mind, it's a 107.2.
Yeah, 107.2. Avi has improved by 0.6 in sector 2 and purple sector 2. So he's going to be on the 108 ballpark here.
Yeah.
And he'll find probably a little bit more time, so maybe 10... I was going to say 107.9, yeah, 107.9. I got distracted by Mason suddenly going grey, but I think that was a retirement in the pits. Because it's gone yellow sector 3, so...
Yeah, that is in the pits. As Scott's going around quite slowly.
I'm surprised he didn't go for another lap, to be honest. Actually, it doesn't say he's in the pits though, which is quite confusing, but I was surprised he didn't go for another lap, just purely because he's only P8. I tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump on board with Kieran, because he is on a lap, and he is plus 0.172 at the moment. Sorry, he's down on it. Sorry, up on his own time. He's in minus 172. Sorry, that was sector 1. I confused myself then. Up, down, down, up, plus, minus. To hell with it.
And that is Harry into the pits.
Oh, Mace's justified saying, I've no pace around here. That was his problem. And Dan has jumped in the comments to deal with the person wanting to join.
Shaylin.
Shaylin, yeah. So that he was just dealing with the Discord name for invites there. So Mason said he's got no pace anyway.
Kieran's now
just crossing the line.
6th with a 107.9.
950, identical to Avi.
Oh wow!
Identical to Avi. A 107.950 exactly, and Jack Slater is only 8,000 slower than the pair of them.
Oh!
So 3 drivers within 8,000ths of a second.
That is crazy.
That's very close. Yeah.
What a way!
I don't think I've ever seen 2 people set identical lap times. That is impressive, boys. Well done.
Welcome to Championship 2.
Well, to be fair, they've been here all season. Well, Kieran has. I think Avi was a bit late on the Championship 2 thing.
Yes, yeah.
Let's see what Matey Boy can do, because Matey Boy doesn't currently have a time.
No.
But he crosses on a 107.9.
Kieran is a 10th up.
He's still going?
Yeah, he's a 10th up going into the final sector.
So I'm just watching the drop zone, people. So we've already lost some tyres. We knew that.
Oh, he invalidated. That would have been a 107.886.
J-Doy has improved by half a second, as Mayspin has now actually dropped out of the top 10. So he's not been making it through to
Sedlock popping it into.
And I did not see the time. Thank you very much.
As Shaylin now joins the Discord. Good evening, Shaylin. I hope you have a good time here at CDR.
Yeah. No, J-Doy did not get out of it. I think he did slightly improve, but we will be losing Mayspin, who did say to us he had no pace around here. Joseph, J-Doy, GJ Bother, and Matthias, who had a Q2 ban. So we are now for our top 10 shootout. We got Harry, Dan, Scott, Sedalook, Schnitzy, who did 0 practice, Avi, Kieran, Jack Slater, Mate Boy, and Clay.
Clay just sneaking through.
Just sneaking through by 9,000ths of a second, I might add.
Oh!
He was something like a 181, and the one in 11th was like a 190, like with 9 thousandths between them. It was crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Top 10 shootout it is.
Yeah. Come on, Kieran. Let's see you get onto the front row. I am hoping to see Kieran on the front row for the last race of the season.
I can't really repeat that.
So, you know what?
In the T2 Discord, Raphael said he was having connection issues. That was the earlier problem we had with him.
Yeah.
Mayspin picked up the YouTube. And
said a look. Yeah.
All right, boys. Posted the times at identical times, and then swore, which I'm not going to repeat.
He said effing hell.
Well, I wasn't going to repeat it because I get told off.
Technically, I wasn't swearing, so it's fine.
Technically, you know what you're on about, Daniel.
Right. No one calls me Daniel.
That was very, very impressive. Kieran says, I think I've got enough pace for a 108.7 at most. And then changed it to 107.8 because he corrected himself.
Aww. Kieran's getting his numbers mixed up.
There's a lot of things Kieran get mixed up. Well, he's not. We've got quite a few cars out already.
Yeah.
I think that's Scotty leading the pack.
It is. Followed by Dan, who is being chased by Schnitzy.
So there should be a little bit of tow going down here then.
Yeah, is Kieran's the only one in the pits?
No, Avi's in the pits.
Oh, and Kieran, never mind.
Yes, there is Avi and Kieran in the pits. Diesel's sitting here going, well, we set identical time, so I think we should both just stay in the pits and wait. As Avi comes out of the pits and proves me wrong.
Aww.
Now, Kieran's probably just going to wait for a few minutes so he can sit and mock us further on the comments.
Yeah, I'm going to sit on with Dan just in the middle of the pack of three.
Sitting on with Scott because he was the front runner anyway, so...
Smoke break between quali sessions. You know what, Kieran? I'm with you on that.
That's not a bad idea, but remember, you do need to set a lap time.
Jesus, how long does it take for you to have a smoke?
Only a few minutes, but, you know, Kieran will probably get lost or something.
Yeah, you'll get lost and end up in Mexico.
Yeah. He'll end up turning right and coming out of the pit lane the wrong way.
And
107.5.
those three cars all in the 107s.
It said Scott first because Scott set the fastest time, and then I looked from the name to the time and it was actually Dan's time. It came up so fast.
Yeah. So that is currently Clay on the front row. Yeah.
But Clay's right in the ballpark where Kieran thinks that he can post as well.
Yeah, there is a keyword there. Thinks.
Thinks he can post, yes. I did say thinks. So our early lap times then is a 107.560 from Dan, a 107.888. Interesting. Somebody's into gambling. He does like the odd gamble. And then said they look on a 107.967.
Good evening to you, Harry.
107.2. Scott on a 107.983, and then Matey Boy and Snitsy are both in the 108. A 108.028 and a 108.168. Now I'm doing a Kieran and mixing my numbers up.
Oh, come on, Colin.
I do think
Harry is violating us.
Harry does that.
Harry for tier 1.
Think if they want to be competitive for Q3 here, they need to break into the 107.
Yes.
And currently, Matey Boy, North Schnitzy are actually in the 107. So, I think those two need to find probably a couple of tenths, as Jack Slater goes to 108.201, so he will need to find some more time as well.
Oh, as Avi posts 107.9.
Hasn't even been out in such time, he's still Kieran.
Leave Kieran do what Kieran wants to do.
Kieran will just pop out with like 3 minutes to go and just bang a lap in and...
Yeah, he'll just clean pole, it's fine. Actually, no, not with Harry.
No, he won't. No, he's already said that Harry's violating them. There is no way Kieran is going to beat that. He's already said he reckons he's got a 107.8 up his sleeve, which would be good enough to slot him in between Dan and Clay. And he will still continue to be violated by Harry. So, Scott's back out again. Obviously, he wants to fancy himself.
Come on, Kieran. I will stay here and look at your pit until you come out.
No, you won't, because the game will just go. You can't just sit here and look at the pits and automatically change you. It will, after like a minute or something, it will just randomly change you to whoever's on track. Keep you on the action. Right, I'm just going to quickly see how Avi's doing, because Scott's on an hour.
Yeah, he's 8/10 down.
8/10 down, so that's not going very well for him there. May actually be his lap coming into the pit. And Shetty and Scott are both on outlap, so nothing interesting happening here.
And Avi's 1.8 seconds down.
He's waiting for track evolution. What he means is going to leave it to the last minute and hope that hell he can get a good time out of his tyres.
And Scott's invalidated. Schnitzy's invalidated his outlap as well. And no one else is out. No one else is on track.
He's actually on a lap. Just come out of turn 3. And is 028 slower through sector 1. And dips a wheel on the rumble strip at turn 4, that won't help. Such a big dip onto the rumble strip, you actually saw the back right hand corner of his car drop. That won't have helped at all. That's Scott getting out of the way.
And Schnitzy's now on his flying lap.
Nope, said look, he's half a second slower at this point. That is definitely not going well.
No, not at all.
My guess would be that he's going to set another lap. Yeah, he's staying out there. So.
Okay, there is 4 minutes 15 on the clock and Kieran still hasn't got a lap out.
6. Come on, Kieran, at least get out of the pits. I mean, I know the laps are covered in like 1 minute odd, but you're pushing your luck. You want to at least have enough time for 2 laps.
Fine, Kieran will come out with like
that was
a minute 40 left.
Yeah, you probably will, you know, come out and just bang it all on 1 lap.
Yeah.
That takes some stones.
That is a 51.4 in the second sector for Schnitzy and purples it.
I was going to say, he said look purple the first sector and he's flying around the second sector now, so we'll see how that goes.
And that is a 108.1.
I just don't think that the 108s are overly competitive if you compare them to the
And
time
Dan is settling himself behind Scott.
Yeah, he's going to go and rob the toe off of Scott, yeah. Oh, no,
yeah.
Sedalook come in. So that will be that for Sedalook then, I think. I doubt he'll be going to look out again.
I've just noticed Kieran's on an outlap.
Kieran is on his outlap, yeah. I was just going to say that.
Alright.
I'm just jumping on board with him as he's coming around the last
turn. Sorry, Dan, but Kieran's actually decided to move his arse.
Language!
It's the final race of the season.
That doesn't excuse your dirty mouth.
Sorry, father.
Brilliant. Now look here, Daniel. Ah, Daniel's done.
As Kieran sets a 16.8 in the first sector.
Yeah, I know I was distracted and laughing at you, so I kind of didn't really pay attention. There's actually a 16.8 flat as well, which is impressive.
It is.
The fact that it was flat, there was no point anything else to 16.8. That's it.
What I want to know is Kieran running OTC.
I think he said he put his assists back on for this last race.
Oh, Kieran! That's boring!
I could be mistaken, so it could just be me getting it wrong, but I do think he said that he had put them back on for this race.
Avi and Dan.
1.1 for Kieran's second sector, by the way. I missed it and had to catch it on the stream. And he comes in
107.6. Splits the 2 mix.
Because he did say 107.8. Harry's just violating.
Is Harry going to break into the 106s?
No, I don't think he's going to break into 106s. I don't think he's quite that fast. But that is bloody impressive.
He's got 2/10 to do it. I think he can.
He can't because he's invalidated his lap.
Yeah, but there is only a minute till the time runs out. And he is in the middle of Sector 2. So he has got time. But his next lap won't be. I think he has, because it's not flashing.
No, it's not. And he's letting his ERS come back up. He's got 57, 59%.
As Dan comes into the pits.
Did he just block someone there? That was Williams.
That was Sedaluk. And we'll just...
Lap, so that's not too bad.
We'll just stick on with Harry. Yeah.
I'm quite interested.
Yep, he is going for another one.
Is happening with Championship 1, what their time was. I mean, for Q3, can they even match that? I would think so. You know, they should be faster than Championship.
Harry's on his final lap.
Yep.
And he invalidates first corner.
Well, that's unlucky.
And Kieran's run out of fuel. Matey boy's just about to cross the line.
I think he may have actually been mid-lap when that happened too, because he was only 0.187 slower or something. Matey boy taking the flag. Sedaluk is on a lap and he's improving by 1/10 currently through sector 1. And he's the only person still available to set a time. But
I don't think he is anymore.
Oh, no, he's just invalidated.
And hit the wall.
1/10 would actually be enough to move him up to about 5th place above Matey boy.
Yeah.
So that's unlucky. He now has no front wing. So that's our top 10 then. Weather and Harry just out there violating the entire tier tonight. Followed by Avi, who was on a 107.4, just 7 thousandths faster than Dan on a 107.407. There's the top 3.
T-Bag said Harry would have been P3 in C1.
That's still pretty impressive. Pole of a 106.9. So he was only 2/10 off of being pole in the faster championship. That's impressive.
It is.
And Kieran said he was 4/10 up on what he predicted.
Well done, Kieran. No, you said a 107.8. That's 3/10.
3/10. Don't get your numbers mixed up. We're not having any of that. You said 107.8. That is a 107.5. 3/10, impressive, but 3/10 is not 4/10. Don't lie to us. We can see.
Ah, Kieran. Come on.
Yes, we will still continue to mock you. It amuses us.
Oh, it does. It does.
And do you know what? I've been amusing myself so much with the F1, I've forgotten about the football.
Oh! Schnitzy and Sedaluk have got plans. They've put in the tier 2 chat. No, Schnitzy and Sedaluk. They said plan A. Ooh!
Shouldn't they probably have just done that in a private message, you know, so the rest of us didn't see it?
No.
Not that any of us really know what it means.
I'm not sure what plan A means.
With a higher strategy.
Probably.
It's probably just
I'm happy.
decision of what tyres they're planning to run. No, Scott's making apologies. Nothing like Scott's been making apologies for mistakes.
No, not at all.
He thought he had enough fuel to get him over the line, and he didn't. He ended up getting in Dan's way on a lap.
Ah, Scott. Right, let's have a look.
Coming out of the last turn, that's unlucky.
Let's have a look at the tyres, mainly on softs. We got Mayspin, J-Doy and Matthias on the medium, and Raphael on the hards. Everyone else on soft.
It helps if I actually find the tyre information. That's what I wanted. There we go. I got all my settings all confused then. So I'm going to watch it from the back. So yeah, there is just one person on the hard tyres then, Raphael.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's thinking hard, medium, one stop.
Well, me and a couple of the other boys said it is a one stop.
Slow moving McLaren then.
It is a one stop. It is possible. But
it is, but you'd have to run hards and mediums, and I don't.
No, you can.
For me, I don't think it's a good idea.
You can do a soft medium.
I personally wouldn't like to do that. I put a lot and lot of laps on those medium tyres, and I find that for my setup and my style of driving, they fall off the cliff after about 21, 22 laps. I mean, I probably personally would only do somewhere between 16 and 19 laps on them, just so as I'm still within that safe ballpark before they start losing massive amounts of time per lap.
Yeah. And
then I'd still only put about 10 on a set of softs, so, you know, 10, 12 laps on the softs. So for me, I do think it will be a 3-stop.
Harry's gaming chair isn't working.
Oh, Harry's always playing about with something.
As we line up for 36 laps here at Interlagos.
So,
is it Interlagos?
And I have missed nothing. It's still 5-0. I know we've made some changes, but that's not important. Alright, so I can't see anything.
4, 5 red lights.
I'm glad you see the lights because I'm at the back of the grid, so I can't see anything.
Away we go.
A drive through for a jump start.
Ah. Okay, let's have a look. Turn 1.
If you get a drive through for a jump start, don't even stop. Just put your boot down.
Turn 1. Oh, there is J-Doy spinning round.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Oh, and that is the other Red Bull.
That is Cameron Poulter.
Yeah.
I'm quickly going through the grid, seeing how everyone's cars are.
You were right. The first one was J-Doy. That was.
Oh, that is the Highlander dropping back.
Ooh, what's he done? He's facing the wrong way. Oh, that was almost a bit of contact there between Cameron and Highlander there.
Yeah.
Highlander was a bit slow after he got back onto track.
Okay, let's quickly have a look at everyone.
Well,
that was an interesting first lap. So, at the end of the first lap, we've got Harry in first, Dan in second, Avalak in third, Kieran in fourth, Sedaluk in fifth, Clay in sixth, Matey Boy in seventh, Scotty in eighth.
Kieran about to go for a move.
Schnitzy in ninth, Jack Slater in 10th, Joseph in 11th, Matthias in 12th, also Bosso moving up to 13th, GJ Bother in 14th, Mazzaspin in 15th,
facing the wrong way again.
Raphael in 16th, T-Bag down in 17th, Cameron Poulter in 18th, J-Doy in 19th, and the Highlander in 20th.
Yeah. Is he going to take his drive through, or is he actually going to stop for that wing?
Oh, that's a drive-through.
Yeah, J-Doy needs a wing, and he's got a drive-through.
Oh, so that's not going to be very nice.
Yep, that has forced him for a drive-through first.
And the Highlander's retired.
So he's forced him for his drive-through. Now he's going to have to do another lap with no front wing. That's
Oh,
really going to ruin his race.
it is, as Kieran's just 2/10 behind Avalak going into the front straight.
John, you would think if there was damage to the car, they would pit stop you, and then you could come back around for your drive-through.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's actually gone the other way around, which is going to make him very slow, and now the DRS has been enabled.
And Kieran is on the...
drifting through turn 7. That wasn't a kid, he was drifting through turn 7.
Oh! Well, Harry is just coming up towards turn 6, I believe it is.
Right. I don't know whether that was due to overheated tyres or just...
He just went, why not?
Yeah. Well, that was fun anyway.
Ah, what a dramatic start for the final race of this season.
That's Raphael, gone. See you later. He span it round turn 7 and ended up in the middle of turn 8. So he's now just getting back on circuit.
And I'm going to run with Sediluk, who's on the back of Kieran. And that is Dan into the lead.
Yeah, I was going to say, Dan's just taken the place from Harry. I was just going to say that Andy's just set the fastest lap as well, at a 1:10.2.
Oh, Kieran's right on the back of Avi now. He will probably go for a move down the inside.
Yeah, now the DRS is there, yeah, because he was in that position about 2 laps ago. That was something in the background. What was that? I think it was just one of the boys in the back running wide. Sediluk is right on the back of Avi now as well.
Matey Boy's not doing too bad there in 6th place.
No.
He's just sitting behind...
Quite the DRS train picking up now.
Yeah, which is pretty much Brazil anyway.
From Kieran to Joseph, from 3rd to 11th, is all in the DRS train.
Yeah.
Matthias is only about 1.5 seconds off the back of Joseph as well, so he wouldn't have to make up much to join that train.
No, not really.
That is very, very close there. Let's see what else is happening. So, Osso Bosso is close to the back of Mayspin as well.
I'm just looking for anyone who is less than 3/10.
Yeah, I usually look around 5, but I would look at Schnitzy, he's around 3 now, and Clay has just had a...
That is the first penalty of the day.
Yeah. No, second, J-Doy.
Oh no, yeah, J-Doy with drive-through, yeah.
So,
oh, Scott's on the back of Kieran.
But that is the first time penalty for running track limits.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
This is another track where it's quite easily to just run track limits.
Oh yeah. Oh, Kieran's going slow. Around the penultimate corner.
Dropped 3 places as well. Like, I wonder what happened there. Then again, saying that, Abby's now...
Kieran's into the pits.
4 seconds off. Ooh, what happened there then?
Lap 4. I didn't see anything wrong with his car.
No. Neither did I was just wondering whether there was some kind of wing damage. I couldn't see it. I'm just going to try and grab it on.
Yeah, it is a wing change.
Damage. There was no physical damage by the looks of things.
No.
But then you can always have damage that you can't physically see on these cars. So he is on to mediums then.
Yeah.
So that will have made his tyre strategy modify.
As I have Clay on the back of Scott.
No, that did not look good. No, he's just been reset onto the track because he had a bit of a wobble, and that is now another wing he's going to need.
Oh!
As he got off the pit limiter, his car went sideways and impacted the left side wall, which caused him to lose an end plate and get forcibly reset to the track between turns 1 and 2. And I know that happens because it's happened to me before. I did that whilst racing elsewhere. It is very easy to do.
It is, as I'm slowly...
time penalty as
that
well.
is the overspeed on Scott from Clay.
Well, there is a lot of people trying to pick up penalties now.
There are. Is that Joseph looking for a move on Schnitzy? It is not.
But Jack Slater's just put one on Scott. But Scott's
no.
taking it back. He's having none of that. And Joseph has actually put a move on Schnitzy.
Oh, only just.
Yep, that was very close.
He was just like, you know what? Yeah, I'll just slot him by here. There's enough space, it's fine.
Because that was very, very close to a front wing.
Oh, it was. That is Kieran into the pits for yet another wing.
Yep, that'll be another wing because of his incident exiting the pits, as I said. So he's gone back onto softs. So his strategy then was obviously soft, medium, soft. Now he's taken all three of them. Cameron Poulter has retired. I do believe that,
and that is Schnitz. No, that is in the pits.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, as I was watching it was coming down the pit straight, so I thought it was further back before the kink in the straight. I misread the track, my mistake. So that is with two drivers down there.
Oh, Joseph trying it round the inside of Jack Slater.
Trying it, it looks like he's about
oh, that is clear on the side.
Ooh. He's gone round the outside of Jack Slater there, but Jax has got the cut back into turn 8.
What has happened with Clay?
I don't know. I shall try and find out what Clay's doing. He's not on the track at turn 8, so that's not good.
That was strange.
But his fuel is showing yellow, so he is under-fueled currently.
Yeah.
Unless I looked at that wrong then, it was difficult to see because of the timing board, but I think he's lost an end plate. I think he's lost his left end plate.
Yeah, left end plate.
He's lost his left end plate. So there must have been contact somewhere then that caused him to go off circuit.
Oh.
Unless, of course, his contact was with a wall. Of course, there's that option.
Joseph looking for a move on Schnitzy.
Sedalux just put a move on Matey Boy as well to take third.
That is Clay retired. I don't think that's the way he wanted his final race of the season to go.
No, nor do I. Well, actually, that brings a point. Have Mercedes done enough to... oh, Harry says something's up with the controller.
Yeah, that's what I was on about with the gaming chair.
But you're still leading. Okay, so we've had a comment, we love Osso, we do, we love Osso, we do, and there's a lot more of it, but I'm not going to keep reading it.
Do you know what? I'll happily do it.
You do that then. But I was going to say, Cameron Poulter said he got squeezed on the start out of turn 3, put him into the barrier, damaged the side pods, so the car was basically undrivable, so he retired.
Alright, I'm going to get this sing-song over and done with.
You get the sing-song over then. I will take a look at the constructors for tier 2.
We love you also. We do. We love you also. We do. We love you also. We do. Oh, also, we love you.
Feel better now?
Yeah, I feel much better.
So, yeah, as it stands then, according
Oh,
to...
Jack Slater's lost it.
Oops.
Oh, and that is Matthias without a front wing. Oh, big contact.
Yeah, Matthias has no wing, and there doesn't look to be any damage on Jack Slater's car. But what I was going to say was Championship 2 Constructors is already wrapped up, so that retirement by Clay won't have affected them for the Constructors. That's what I was just having a little look at. Is it me, or does it seem to be J-Doors racking up more penalties?
I'll have a quick look.
No, he's actually only got 3 seconds. No, it was Jack Slater. I keep seeing the J at the beginning of the name, and I thought, is that J-Boy stacking up a bunch of track limit penalties? It's not. Jack Slater stacked.
That is Matthias into the pits, followed by Jack Slater.
Yep. Well, Teabag's made top 10.
Way! Get in, Teabag!
However,
not a problem, Ruben. Not a problem.
Everybody in the top 12 is 10 laps on their tyres. Mayspin is the only one who I would think would go many more laps on them. Because
that was Matthias spinning in the pit lane.
Spinning in the pit lane?
Yeah, he lit his rear tyres up.
Yeah, that's what Kieran did, only Kieran went sideways and into the wall.
Oh. Dan and Kieran have just left the grid behind.
Harry.
Oh, whatever.
Kieran's near the back.
Oh yeah, he's 16th.
Okay, so I do believe I've missed the end of the football. It wasn't that exciting, so I'm turning it off.
And that is Dan's first penalty.
Well, that's still one more than Harry, so that's not going to help him in the fight to get ahead of Harry.
No. Well, Dan's already claimed champions. We can do as he likes.
No, not really, because, I mean, he could forget to use his brakes into turn 1, but he shouldn't, so he can't really do as he likes.
Well, I mean, he could.
Within reason.
He could do that.
Yeah, the last time anyone said you can do what you like within reason, it was quickly retracted. What Teabag might do.
Teabag just goes full send. No rules at Brazil. Round he goes.
Dan had said to us, well, you can kind of say what you like, because, you know, within reason. He says, but oh, please, FFS. Don't tell Teabag.
Oh no.
So,
right.
So Teabag would have gone full send on that idea.
That is Schnitzy and Joseph into the pits. It is medium tyres for Joseph. And it is hard tyres for Schnitzy. Schnitzy.
I am like a child sometimes when there's not a lot actually.
I'm not being funny, but can you imagine just the Grinch saying Schnitzy?
Yeah.
Something's a little bit Schnitzy.
I do believe the tyres, he's about to put a move on Raphael. He's on much fresher tyres and blows him away. There we go.
Blows him away?
Yep.
Oh, that is...
Gone Raphael for dust.
I think that is Jadoy. Yeah. And that is Harry and Dan switching places again. And guess what?
Is that a red card there inside Jadoy? It is.
Guess what?
Stop. What?
Harry's also underfueled.
Yep, that will not be helping him towards the end of the race. These boys were hoping on a safety car.
Oh yes. Not yet. Don't forget, it is only lap 14.
It is only lap 14. Surprisingly, there hasn't been a safety car because 3 people are out, but each and every one of them have retired.
I'm just watching the battle between Sedluk and Scotty. As Jack Slater's put a move on Raphael as well.
Do you mean Sedluk, Scotty and Jadoy who's being lapped? Because he's kind of in the way that ghosted car, they're kind of in and out of him all the time.
Yeah, I do mean that little trio, I guess, is what I should call it. And that is Matey Boy into the pits. Thank you, Holly. Right, out.
Thank you, then get out. That's
okay.
Nice.
Yeah, my sister just brought me my food.
The usual Kieran side of death.
Oh, trust me, that is me being Kieran.
Nothing better than thank you and get out.
Mm-hmm.
So, the closest battle on track at the minute is Jack
Slater and Matthias.
Matthias, which he has made happen. And I was going to say, we've still got Scotty steaming right up the back end of Sedalook, who the top 6 are actually all on 14-lap-old tyres, against the penalty. So these guys have got to be coming in now. They've started lap 15 on those softs.
Mm-hmm.
Sedalook just dived into the pits. They must be looking for the undercut then.
Sorry, I am eating my food whilst trying to...
I'm munching on cookies, so don't mind me.
I've possibly got the best munch for watching a race.
I think Sedalook's looking to go to the end. He's put on a set of hards.
Yeah, a lot of people have put on the hards.
The thing is, even if you have, will they carry you to the end of the race? Now, Raphael started on one. I do believe. Yeah, there we go. He's already been lapped though, that's why it says 15 laps even though we're on lap 16, that confused me for a second.
Big shove of Jack Slater and Matthias. Into the first corner.
Obviously he wanted that position back.
That's Harry into the pit.
Slater's on new soft tyres, he should be blowing those hards away because those hards haven't even worn themselves in yet. They're not even at the maximum grip level.
And that is Harry sliding in the pit lane.
Skills.
And that is also Bosso into the pit.
So currently the only people who haven't pitted and are now 16 laps on those soft tyres, that's pretty impressive. It's the top 3, except Teabag. We don't like Teabag, so that's not impressive from Teabag.
No, that's just Teabag being Teabag.
Yeah, he'll spin out in a minute. Teabag.
Watch this now, out the last corner, bang. That is the race leader into the pit. Who will actually stay as the race leader as Scott's now into the pits as well.
Yeah, but Harry's coming around behind Teabag. I don't know how close this will be between Harry and Dan.
Dan's coming out of the pit. Dan is out.
Yep, so I don't really think the undercuts work there very much for Harry.
No. Because he's battling Teabag.
He's going to have a go at Teabag now. And he's going to go around the outside into turn 4. He went round the outside just before turn 4 actually. I do believe that the McLaren has just helped down.
It has. And that is Matthias into the pits.
So, the only person left out on track on soft tyres who hasn't pitted yet from the
it's Teabag.
Is Teabag. Honestly, I think if I could get 17 laps out of a set of softs like this, I would then go mediums and go for a 1-stop.
Oh yeah.
In fact, I'd be thinking about coming in sometime in the next couple of laps. Either now, which he is, or next lap. Because then you've only got to put, what? Yeah, not that many laps on them. I mean,
half a race distance.
A bit 17 laps on mediums, that's doable, that is.
Oh
easily
yeah.
doable. If you can do it on soft, you can do it on bloody mediums. I'm gonna have to do some more soft tyre testing. Sorry, I just swore then. I realised I did it as I did it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some more soft tyre testing, because if I can eat that much distance out of a set of softs, I mean, I wouldn't even need to go. Yeah, I wouldn't even need to go 17. I could probably get away with 15 or 16. But if I could do that, then
Avi's all over the back of Joseph.
Yeah, do one stop Sunday's race. Here you go. That unfortunately has put Seabag back outside the top 10 though. So maybe he was losing quite a bit of time on those old softs. But remember, Mason's got 18 laps on those mediums, so he'll be coming in soon.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
As Avi goes around the outside, well, tries to go around the outside of Joseph in the first corner.
This is a very short DRS straight.
It is.
It can just about get you alongside. You've still got a lot of work to do, which he pulls off very well.
Very quickly.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a lot of work to do into turning 4 if you do get alongside.
And that is also Bossa with the track limit penalty.
Right. So penalty wise, we're not looking too bad. Harry and Dan have got 3 seconds apiece. Abby's got 3 seconds. J-Doy's got 3 seconds. Also Botto and Kieran have both got 6 seconds. Jet Slate has 9 seconds. And would you like to guess how many Bob has got?
15.
19.
Oh!
He just picked up, he had 16 and he just picked up 3 seconds whilst you were watching him.
I'm watching the battle between Sedlock and Scott, who's got J-Doy in the middle of them.
So as it stands, that 19 seconds for Bother will put him at the back behind J-Doy.
Yes. There's 18 seconds between Bother and J-Doy.
Yeah, and he got a 19-second penalty. So now the only thing really happening is Scott
on Sedlock, yeah.
Sedlock again.
Who is going down the inside of Sedlock.
He is.
And that is J-Doy saying hello.
Again, with the J-Doy thing.
Yeah. I hate it when laptop cars go ghosted.
Yeah, I mean, it's good, but it's bad. Like, they do get in the way.
And you lose focus as well.
But at least at the same time,
I believe that is Bother who has spun round. It is.
10 seconds exceeding track limits.
That puts Bother on 29 seconds of penalties.
29 seconds of penalties. Yep, 29. I think if he picks up one more penalty now, he will be looking at, well, he's got no front wing.
That's him disqueued.
A DSQ. He isn't yet, but I think he will be if he picks up any more. Will he get speed in the pit lane? No, I think he got down quick enough.
Oh, and that is my hot dogs finished.
Sedlock's still stuck to the back of Scott here.
Oh, and that is Bother retired.
Yep, Bother has retired. He must have known it was game over and just wanted to start the way after that, really.
Yeah. look at Dan with an 8.1 second gap to Harry.
Massive amounts of time to Harry in the last few laps, because it was only about 5.5 seconds when Harry came out the pits after he'd surpassed Teabag, who was in the way, who did actually pit a few laps ago when we missed that. So yeah,
and that was Raphael coming in as well.
I'm not too surprised. I think he'd been on those hard tyres since the start. So 23 laps on those hards, yeah. I think it was a good call. I said he'd do hard medium though, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, you know, looking at it now, I think he could have gone hard soft.
Yeah, 12 laps to go. That's easy soft. Mayspin's got a 5 second.
11, 12, 15, 17 laps on them.
Yeah. Will that put Teabag back into the points?
Mayspin is now in the pits for a set of softs.
Teabag's back in the points.
Teabag is back in the points.
Go on, Teabag. But he has got the mighty.
Fair, everybody above Raphael's in the points, but I think what you meant to say is he's back inside the top 10.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot about our point system.
Yeah.
It can be confusing.
It can be, but on the plus side, it does give those of the slower one with a chance of picking up a few points too.
Yes.
Like me.
I mean, last week you did get a podium at Mexico.
I hate Mexico. I'm not even going to lie to you, I hate Mexico. But I did have a...
and that is Kieran into the pits.
So, and
for...
the safety car saved me.
Yeah.
Right. Without a doubt, all the safety cars. One of which was caused by you.
Okay, no need to, you know, rub it in.
No. To be fair, I don't actually think you did cause a safety car, because we'd recently had one when it turned wet. It was you losing it that made me come in, which actually I was following Gainful in at the same time. There was no safety car at that point. It was like 2 laps to go.
I'm just going to stick on a lap with Kieran a minute, as I'm currently running myself a cig.
I'm actually riding on board with Dan at the minute.
Great, so no one's got what's going on. Jack Slater coming out the pits on a set of mediums.
Yeah, like the difficulty is there's not a lot happening on track.
No.
I mean, Sedelup is close to the back of Scott, he's within like 6/10, but he's been within 6/10 for the last 3 laps, so
yeah,
kind of nothing's really happening there.
As Kieran's getting lapped.
On fires and close to Joseph, so.
Maybe that safety car that Harry was hoping on won't come, because he is still currently underfueled.
But the thing is, we don't know how underfueled he is.
No.
It may be a quarter of a lap. He may just be able to back off a little early or something, you know. Just coast into a few corners and bring that fuel load back up. Or he could do what, who was it? Is it Jackie 115, I think it was? Did in... Hell, I can't remember where it was now.
Last week, Mexico.
Portimao.
Oh, no, yeah.
Portimao, it's got that long sweeping right-hander to finish, and he was going really slow, and they actually overtook him because he ran out of fuel. He could do what Jackie did, and just run out of fuel on, you know, the last run to the finish line.
Okay, we have 9 laps to go of our season finale for season 2.
So interestingly, Harry is actually back to within 6.5 seconds of Dan now.
Yeah.
It was about 8 seconds, 8.5 seconds not too long ago. A couple of 3 laps ago, so he's actually made massive amounts of ground in the last few laps. But then again, it could just be that Dan's backing off too, trying to conserve fuel.
Or is Mayspin looking for a move on Osso Bosso?
He is. He's on the soft tyres. So
pulls on to the inside.
Oh, that's a wicked helicopter view I had of that. compared to the view you've got.
I was
using
using the onboard camera because I find it easier to look at battles.
Yeah, I like to watch. Sometimes it's really nice to just watch those things happen from above.
Do you know what? I am going to stick with Osso and Macebin for a bit.
I'm just going to have a little look around. I mean, Sedaluk's now dropping off the back of Scott, which I sort of expected to happen.
Yeah, Schnitzy and Joseph.
But I do believe they're actually running into traffic now. I think they've actually ran into the...
Oh, that is Schnitzy around, and I don't know whether he is... Yeah, he is not
no
DNF'd. Yeah.
But at least he was close to the pits when it happened, so he can just chuck on a set of softs now and go hell for leather to the end.
Yeah. And that is Macebin and also on the...
Can have a go at teabag there.
He's also one who is underfueled.
Some of these boys are taking it risky. I mean, every so often I'll get a bit underfueled.
Oh, that is Macebin going down the inside of teabag.
I never start underfueled.
No.
I don't bank on a safety car, I bank on making sure I've got enough fuel to get to the end of the race, even if
exactly.
I have to back off a little. I usually go about half a lap over, or sometimes
I go a lap over.
I don't quite go that much. That extra kilo of weight's a lot when you're racing.
I know, but if it helps, it helps. I guess we're going to have to start talking about...
to give this one off, is it? Oh! Macebin's round.
Oh! I was just having a look at position changes too.
And he went backwards into that board, so I don't know if he's done any rear wing damage there. Oh,
he's got again.
And he's done his front wing.
Yeah, front end plate.
That was because I think he lit his tyres
overheats, yeah.
Around, and he tried to go back for it, gun blazing with too much heat in those tyres and not enough grip. So that's unlucky for Macebin. He was actually
I've got a beautiful diffuser shot. And that is Jack Slater going past Macebin. Oh, I've just noticed Scott's on the back of Matey Boy.
He's actually made up a bit of ground there. There's a few seconds between them last time I looked.
DRS wide open.
I think he's going to need another DRS zone to make this happen, though. He's going to have to push his way through either Raphael or Kieran, whichever one that is.
You know what? I'm just going to turn my map off just to see if it comes up with the tyre wear information. Like Hamd was saying to me either last week or 2 weeks ago.
So positionally speaking, Teabag has made up the most places.
Yeah, as Macebin now retires.
Offer's made up 7, Teabag's made up 10, and the rest of them are sub 5.
It is the mighty Teabag, who is...
Macebin's DNF. I'm not even sure where on circuit he is.
That was in the pits.
Or was that an in the pits one?
Yeah. I'm hoping that it does come up with the tyre information.
I don't think it would, because we're sort of spectators, aren't we? So.
Yeah, it should come up. Yeah.
The comments have gone a bit on the quiet side.
Yeah, they have. Well, there's only
Kieran for driving. To be fair, most of the conversation we were having was actually Kieran and Teabag.
Yeah.
And then the person who wanted to join us as well.
Raphael takes the fastest lap.
It literally was. It was almost entirely Kieran talking. That's why it's been quiet, because Kieran's been quiet.
Yeah, as Matey Boy is now on the back of Harry. So it is no longer a battle for third, it is a battle for second.
Yeah. Matey Boy has got more laps on his tyres though.
And that is Matey Boy past Harry.
Ooh. I know.
And Scott!
Ooh, that was a double pass on them then. I wonder what's going on there. I mean, as we know, he is running on low fuel.
Yeah.
But everyone now ahead of him isn't. They're all okay for fuel.
Oh.
Has he cost himself with his remote issue, or is it because he's underfueled and he's got to save some fuel before the end of the race? Did he just lift off early into turn 1 and just get a double pass on him?
That wasn't turn 1, that was turn 4.
Was it turn 4? Sorry, I thought it was turn 1.
No.
I kind of missed it happening because I wasn't on board when it happened.
Yeah, it was turn 4.
It was out of the DRS zone, so I just guessed it was turn 1. But still, that was a double pass, and maybe he was just lifting early to try and conserve fuel.
This battle now is between Matey Boy and Scott for second place, yeah.
Actually got Seddelup behind him now as well. And Seddelup's within the 3 seconds that he has a penalty. So Harry's at 5th place, whether Seddelup actually passes him on track or not.
Let's have a look whether Scott's close enough to make a move here in turn 4. He's not.
3 laps pressure tyres, you'd think he's got a little bit more go in them.
Yeah. Well, Scott is running 18% ERS, whereas Matey Boy is running 20.
24.
Yeah, they're matched on ERS.
Scott's going to have a DRS in a second.
Yeah.
Go through onto the straight. That was a good little view out then. You could see these guys coming across on the 4 screen, and in the back you could see the guys coming down the hill behind them.
Yeah, it is a good shot. I've seen it.
That was a good shot.
I guess we're going to have to start talking about driver of the day.
Well, yeah, it's another difficult one, isn't it? Like it was last week.
Yeah.
Scott didn't quite make it that time.
I'm not going to lie to you. I've got a person in mind.
Well, swing it out there because I haven't.
Teabag.
He has made up about 10 places, and I mean, he's had a fairly quiet drive.
Yeah.
But I mean, he did go very, very deep on those mediums and soft.
No, it was soft.
Sorry, the soft and the mediums is on now. That's what I meant to say. Sorry,
yeah. All good.
You know, I think unless he crashes in the last 2 laps, which Teabag it could happen.
Yeah.
Then I think I'll agree with you on that one.
Okie dokie.
10 places, he's had a pretty good drive. So yeah. And
Harry is now on the back of Scott.
Harry seems to have found a bit more time in himself then.
As we go on to the penultimate lap.
And Scott has pushed his way through there. On the outside, I believe that was.
I believe it was.
That was a good move. And now Matey Boy's going to try and come back.
Oh, this is a beautiful little battle for second.
Second and third, really. But unfortunately for Harry, he's got 3 seconds of penalties, so
yeah,
no matter what happens here, he's still going to finish 4th. Maybe even 5th if Seddelup can stay within touching distance while these guys are wrestling it out. He is within 2.5 seconds, which would be enough currently to see him take 4th place away from Harry.
And that is Harry going to make it from the outside?
There's that view again.
Oh, that was close from Harry.
So,
but we do have a slow car.
Yep, I think that was
Raphael,
I think it was. I'm going to say one of the Alpines.
No, it was Kieran. It's Kieran.
Ah.
Yeah, Kieran's run out of fuel.
Oops.
Oh.
going very slow there. But I suppose at least if you can get round, even last, it's still round. And it's a point.
So at the minute, Matey Boy will take 3rd and Sedlock will take 5th.
Yep. No.
As Matey Boy passes Harry on the last lap. Yeah, that's what I meant, sorry. As Scott picks up a penalty.
Ooh, that's not going to be good for Scott.
No, as Kieran's now picking up penalties like it's nobody's business.
Yeah,
he's on 29 seconds of penalties.
If he gets one more, he's going to DSQ then.
Yeah.
Right, so
that is Dan finishing up.
Scott is about to lose his 2nd place because of that last lap penalty.
He does.
And there's confirmation. Yep.
So, with that...
Harry is dropped down to 6th now.
Yeah.
Has he got an issue with fuel as well? Oh, he has. He has run out of fuel. He's just crossed the line at like 110 mile an hour.
And Teabag comes round with also Bosso right on his tail.
But he kept his position, also had a penalty, and I don't think Teabag had any penalties.
No, Teabag didn't. He was a good boy.
That's unusual for Teabag, he's never a good boy.
No, I know.
And look at that. Guys are still racing and already the incident page is open.
Yeah. And that concludes the season finale here at Brazil.
That is...
Ah, look at that, the game agrees.
Yep.
So, we will be back with season 3.
We may not. We don't know.
Well.
We don't know who's going to be doing comms for Tier 2 for Season 3.
Championship 2 will be back up and running on the 26th of November.
And then between now and then, we will be back on track on Sunday for our own race of Brazil.
Yeah, so it is Teabag who picks up driver of the day from both me and Colin.
And the game.
And the game, yeah. And as Colin said, we will see you guys back out on track on Sunday at 7:30 GMT.